Hello, everyone. I know we still have some people coming in, but let's go ahead and get started. This is Natalie from My Social Practice. Welcome to everyone. I hope everyone is having a great Thursday. Thank you for joining us tonight. Everyone attending is on mute and you'll all remain on mute for the webinar, but you can ask questions or make comments in the chat or the Q&A features here on Zoom. So please don't hesitate, feel free to ask any questions or just make comments. We can chat in the Q&A or chat features. Tonight we are talking to Blake Hadley and Dr. Julie Davis. I'm really excited to introduce our speakers. They are both experts in what they do. Blake Hadley is a founder and president of My Social Practice. Blake has won a number of national and international awards in art direction, advertising, and creative marketing strategy. He is passionate about helping dental practices use out-of-the-box thinking to create stories that spread on social media. Over the past 10 plus years at My Social Practice, Blake has spoken to dental audiences all over the country and has helped thousands of practices thrive on social media. We also have the pleasure of hearing from Dr. Julie Davis. Dr. Davis completed her Doctor of Dental Surgery degree at University of Illinois in Chicago in 2014. She had special honors training in implant dentistry, endodontics, and pediatrics. Over the past year, she has grown her social media following to over 175,000 followers by creating short, entertaining videos about dentistry. She is now recognized by many in the dentistry as the TikTok dentist. Julie currently practices dentistry at Davis and Engert Dentistry in Park Ridge, Illinois. I'm really excited for all of us to hear from Blake and Dr. Davis tonight. Let's not delay. Here is Blake Hadley.
Thanks so much, Natalie, for that introduction. Let me turn on my video here. All right. Hopefully everybody can see me okay and see the screen. Natalie, is it looking okay?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Okay. Great. Well, thanks everyone for coming to our webinar tonight. I am really excited to be talking about TikTok and Instagram Reels. This is actually a subject. It's been funny. We've been hearing about TikTok and it's more about TikTok in the last little while, last maybe couple years, and we haven't really been ready to introduce a strategy to the dental industry until now. It was kind of, when first starting, it was something that we didn't really see as something very relevant for the industry. And now it is becoming relevant, and it's something important for doctors and dentists to be thinking about for their team to be utilizing TikTok and also Instagram Reels. And we'll be talking about the difference between that. Just an overview of what we're going to be going over. So the first 25 minutes, I'm going to do a little presentation. And then the next 25 minutes, we have Dr. Julie Davis with us, and we will just be discussing her success on TikTok and using Instagram Reels on Instagram. And then the last 10 minutes will be answering your questions that you have. So please chat in any of those questions as you're listening to the webinar, and we will address that in the last 10 minutes. Let me tell you really quickly about My Social Practice before we get started. We are the #1 comprehensive social media marketing solution for dental practices. Many of you might already be our clients listening in. We've been in the industry for about 12 years now. We work with some of the industry's top companies, industry leaders, to bring the best solution to as many practices as we can. And we also have one of the largest social media followings in the industry. We really grew our business through social media, and we try to practice what we preach so we can really understand these tools so we can help you the best. We have also expanded our services to not just be social media, but we are a full dental digital marketing solution now. We help practices with reviews. We can build websites for practices, and we also can help you with Google Maps SEO on how to rank better in Google searches. So that's kind of a quick overview about us. Please contact us if you would like to learn more. So I want to start by talking about the history of social media video. So back in 2005 is when YouTube popped up, and we all know what YouTube is. That was kind of the first social media platform where video can be hosted online. Next, in 2006, Facebook introduced video uploads. So you could create a personal profile, you could upload your videos and share it with your friends. Then in 2012, some of you may have heard of a social media platform called Vine. Vine was ahead of its time, and you'll actually see a lot of what we're talking about in TikTok and Instagram Reels took some of the ideas from Vine back in 2012. Vine was a platform where you could create 7-second videos, and they were really quick, really to the point, and it kind of had a niche following, a really kind of cult following that loved Vine. And when Vine went out of business, I know a lot of people were really sad about that, but it was something that was really important, a kind of trend, a marker in this video history that you need to know. Next, in 2013, Instagram and Snapchat. So Instagram had existed before 2013, but it was all photos. You could only upload photos. And then in 2013, it allowed you to upload video content. And at that time, Snapchat introduced their stories feature, where you could create multiple little videos and put them together, and then they disappear after 24 hours. So that was kind of the first of its time. Well, that was the first platform of its time that had that idea. In 2016, Instagram copied Snapchat, and they introduced stories, that quick video where it disappeared in 24 hours. And then in that same time in 2016, TikTok was born. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what TikTok is in just a minute. And then 2019, Instagram Reels copied TikTok. So you can see kind of a pattern. Instagram Stories copied Snapchat, Instagram Reels copied TikTok. So this is just kind of a little overview of how things have worked with video. So we're going to focus on TikTok and Instagram Reels. As we've gone through time, something to note is that the time limits have, there's been shorter time limits for the shorter attention span that people are having. People are not spending as much time, reading things and watching long videos on social media. They're scrolling very quickly, and it just takes, they only have a second to catch people's attention, and they're finding that that attention span is getting shorter and shorter. And that's why video platforms have created shorter and shorter time limits over time. The tools are offering more editing and creation tools. They're allowing the user to do more within the platform, to put overlays, to put music, all these different things that they can do. You don't have to have fancy software anymore on your computer. There's expensive, fancy software. You can do so much with just your mobile device. Also, these platforms are adding more music and audio overlays. And as a result of music and audio overlays, these videos are becoming more creative, more entertaining, and more fun. And so, gone are the days. I mean, it's good to still have maybe a nice professional video for your practice that might be a little bit longer so people can understand what you do and a little bit about your culture. But these quick, short videos are the place to focus on at this time. So why should your practice be focusing on short form videos in 2021? So Nicola Mendelsohn, she's the VP for Facebook in some regions, she said the best way to tell stories in this world where so much information is coming at us actually is video. It commands so much information in a much quicker period. So actually the trend helps us digest more of the information in a quicker way. Back in 2016, she actually, as part of this press conference where she said that quote, she said something about in 5 years, she felt that Facebook would be all video. And so all these headlines came out that said Facebook is predicting the end of the written word and that everything in our feed would pretty much be video. Well, we're about 5 years from that point in 2016. And while it's not all video, it is a large majority of what we're seeing on social media is video content. Some studies have shown that 66% of people say they prefer to watch a short video to learn about a product or service. 18% would rather read an article, website, or post. 95% of a message is retained when obtained via video. That's what viewers claim. And then 84% of people say they've been convinced to buy a product or service by watching a brand's video. As far as from the marketer's perspective, a bunch of marketers were surveyed, and they were asked, what are the primary forms of media used within your content strategy? And video was the top focus for a marketing strategy. This was in 2019, where it beat blogs, infographics, ebooks, all the different ways of marketing. Most marketers chose to focus on video. So let's talk a little bit about TikTok and what TikTok is. Some of you might be very new to this. Some of you might be, maybe a little more familiar, but I'm going to kind of start at the beginning. So TikTok allows you to create 15 to 60 second videos now. It started with 15-second videos, and then just recently they extended that time to 60 seconds. And I want to give you a few facts about why it's important to be on TikTok right now. So as far as active users go, there are 689 million active users worldwide. Now, they're number 7 worldwide when it comes to the most used social media platforms. So the number 1 is Facebook, then YouTube, then WhatsApp. WhatsApp is more of an international platform. Facebook Messenger, Instagram, WeChat. Again, WeChat is used more outside the US. And then TikTok is number 7 with that 689 million users. When it comes to downloads of the app, you can see the increase that has happened since it was launched back in 2017. It's significantly growing faster than any other platform right now. In comparison with Instagram, you can see this is the red is TikTok, the downloads in this is 2019 and the first quarter of 2020. You can see how many more downloads TikTok has gotten than Instagram. So while Instagram has more users, TikTok is growing quicker. This is the stats from 2020 of the apps that were downloaded, and you can see TikTok was the number 1 app overall downloaded. The App Store downloads for Apple, Zoom beat TikTok in 2020, of course, because everybody had to go in their virtual meetings. But Google Play downloads at TikTok was number 1. So that's really interesting to see. As far as the demographic goes, who's on TikTok? And you probably already know this. TikTok started with a very younger demographic. 62% of US TikTok users are aged between 10 and 29 years old. But TikTok is growing significantly with adult users. You can see here from March 2018 to March 2020, you can see the significant increase of adult users on TikTok, and it's just increasing more and more. And I know Julie's going to talk about this a little bit more later too, but it's not just for the kids anymore. It's starting to, more and more adults are downloading this, which is your demographic for a dentist. Now let's talk a little bit about Instagram Reels. So Instagram Reels are 15 to 30 second videos. So they started with 15-second videos, and then they extended their time to 30 seconds. So they're allowing a little bit more time to create these. Now, the biggest reason I see to be using Instagram Reels is, well, there's a couple. The first is the Explore page. So if you go to that little magnifying glass at the bottom of your Instagram page, you will see that Instagram Reels is all over this page. So they're actually featuring it at the very top. So you can see this on the left, that covers the full screen. That's an Instagram Reel from a user that they might think that I'm interested in. So they show me this reel. And then if you scroll down, you'll see all these circles that I've circled. These play right there on the Discover page. And these are all Instagram Reels that you can click on. So Instagram Reels allow you to be able to be seen by more people in your community that aren't following you. And that's what's important. If you have a public account, people that aren't already following you will start seeing your Reels. Now, this isn't very common in other type of content. If you're posting posts to your feed or to your story, only people that follow you already will see those posts or see those stories. But Reels allows you to go beyond that. Also, it is favored in the algorithm because Instagram Reels is so new. Whenever Instagram releases any new feature, it favors that type of content. This means that it shows more people that content when you create it. They do have some rules, and these are actually posts directly from Instagram. If you follow these rules, there's more chances that you will be seen and be ranked higher in the algorithm. And I'll just go over these real quick. Make sure your Reels are entertaining and fun. They're inspiring. They use creative tools like text, filters, camera effects. Use vertical video. Make sure to shoot vertical video, not horizontally. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. Use the music from the Instagram music library or original audio you create. And then try new things. Try some fun new things and use some of the trends that are already on Reels. Don't post videos that are blurry. Don't post videos that have the TikTok watermark on it. It's a suggestion, and I know Julie's going to talk about this a little bit more later. Don't have a border around your video, and don't have the majority of the image be covered by text. So those are just a couple of do's and don'ts of what you should be posting so that it can be favored in the algorithm. So why is short form video content so popular right now? First of all, it's vertical. People hold their phones vertically. Most people do not like to turn their phones horizontally. They actually found that 75% of people prefer to watch videos on their phone vertically. And then video consumption on mobile is rising by 100% each year. So people are using their phones, and they're not turning their phones. It was funny, back when video was first introduced on the web, it was a no-no to take a video vertically. I remember always telling my parents, hey, don't take it vertically, turn your camera sideways. But now it's what you should be doing. You should be shooting most of your videos vertically because that's how people like to consume it. TikTok, these short form videos, TikTok and in Reels videos, they're not boring. They're not long and drawn out and boring. They're quick, they're to their point, and they're fun. Audience engagement decreases about after a minute. So TikToks are up to a minute. They make sure to try to keep your attention in that minute. On Facebook, you have 1.7 seconds to catch someone's interest on their phone and 2.5 seconds on the desktop. It's more real. It's more authentic type of content. And I'm going to show some examples from some TikTok dentists and from Dr. Davis as well. But 90% of consumers say authenticity is important when choosing the brands they like and support. And 83% of marketers agree that authenticity is very important to their brands. It's trendy. There's a section in TikTok that's just focused on trends and what people are doing on TikTok. So you can copy these trends. People like that you can copy trends and challenges. It helps with not having to come up with your own creative idea. You might remember like the Harlem Shake back a little while ago. And so many people did the Harlem Shake or the Ice Bucket Challenge. All these challenges and trendy things that people do on the internet, these are TikTok and Reels are just full of those challenges. And so the creativity is already done for you. You can just tweak the creativity and make your own video. Also, the Facebook and Instagram algorithms, they prioritize this content that's trendy so that they show it more on a Discover page and if you create these type of videos. This was an example I put. This was a video that went viral on TikTok, and I still don't, to this day, I still don't know why it went viral. It was this guy that was on his skateboard going to work, and he was drinking ocean spray while on his skateboard, and the music was from Fleetwood Mac, Over the Top, and it just went crazy viral. And so a lot of dentists copied this idea and created their own version of it. The music is a huge reason why these videos are so popular right now. Gregory Gallant, the Shorty Awards co-founder, said, "A key element to the app's success is the love of music by all age groups. With a steady stream of new songs constantly being released, there's always something new to do, a new dance, a new joke, etc. People are looking for different outlets and options to express themselves and connect with others on social media, and TikTok makes that easy." So everybody likes music and new music, and that's what these platforms are based around. So I'm going to give you 10 short form video ideas that you can create today on TikTok or on Reels. And a lot of these examples are from Dr. Davis, who we're going to talk to in just a minute. And so you can ask more questions about how she made these videos, or if you're interested in an idea that she had, you can ask her how it went or whatever. But I'm going to show you these ideas, and it's going to kind of give you a little head start. So first, my first idea is to answer a FAQ. This provides value. This is, if you hear a question a lot, it will be a really popular content that will get shared. So try to think of the questions that you get asked every day, and you can make a fun little video around it. So here are a couple examples. This first one, people ask me all the time, what's the proper way to floss? And so this dentist made this little video. Here's another one from Dr. Davis. And I thought this was a really cool effect that she put over the top of it. But the question was, should you brush before or after coffee? So providing really great information to questions that are often asked and doing it in a really fun and entertaining way. Next, capture a reaction. You know, I used to see all the time, and I still do see testimonial videos of where you record a patient just talking about how great their experience is at your practice. And while that might be appealing to some, to me, I feel like it's kind of boring and it's staged. But if you can catch a reaction of one of your patients, an authentic reaction, and put together a little video like this, it goes a lot further. I'm sure this happens all the time in your office. If you can record those little special moments and clip together those in TikTok or Instagram Reels, you can make a great video like that. Number 3, a did you know video. Share a fun fact, dental related or non-dental related. Here's a couple from Dr. Davis. I love these TikToks that are done with patients, with younger patients, because you'll be surprised if you ask younger patients if they know any of these TikTok dances. I'm sure a majority of them will know these. And if you know a few of them, you can do it with them. It makes for a fun video like this. Number 4, a day in the life. show the behind the scenes transparency of what you do every day for your patients. All right, so again, TikTok and Reels allow you to cut a lot of different little clips together and put a fun song over it, and it just changes the whole mood of what you do every day. Show a procedure. Quick cuts, again, allow you to explain a long procedure quickly. These are both from Dr. Davis as well. So if you can get one of your patients to agree, just say, hey, I'm going to make a little quick TikTok video of what the procedure that I'll be doing for you today. Is it okay if we have somebody record what's going on, and then of course have them sign a HIPAA compliant agreement to do that as well. Number 6. Lip sync. Have a little fun by showing your playful side. Here's a couple fun videos. So there's a lot of funny songs and audio clips that you can apply to dentistry that make fun videos like this. Number 7, before and afters. Choose a song where you can quick cut on the beat drop and show before and after. This first one is a pretty extreme case. This doctor shows the before and afters, and you'll see how they do it. And the second one is the orthodontic case. I think those are pretty neat. Just take a little video before, do the hand swipe, and then show the after. And when you get used to TikTok, you'll understand how to do these things. It's really fairly easy, and Dr. Davis will vouch for that too. Number 8, jump on the latest trend. I mentioned this first one. This was the ocean spray guy. And then the second one here is this fun trend that was going around of you put 2 words on each side, and then you have your team go to one side or the other. Let me show these. All right. So those are a lot of fun, and fun for the team to do as well. It's kind of a culture builder. Number 9, product review or demo. Dr. Davis is really good at these.
I tried Quip electric toothbrush. Although it's marketed as an electric brush, it's really not electric or manual. It's somewhere in between. Think of it as a hybrid. With other electric toothbrushes, you should let them do the work for you. With Quip, you need to brush like normal. What I do love is their trendy marketing. If it gets you to brush better or longer, I'm happy. I tried Native's natural toothpaste. There's no artificial coloring, preservatives, or flavors. I wish I knew the exact RDA value, but Native only shares that it's below 250. The ADA says this is okay, but I prefer lower abrasiveness. Overall, it's a natural toothpaste with a good flavor.
All right. Everybody likes to hear a dentist recommendation and a review from a dentist on all these products that are out there. So I think those are great. My last is dance. And we're going to talk about this because this is just an idea. You don't have to dance or know how to dance to be on TikTok or Reels. It's a fun thing that you can do. And so here's one from Dr. Davis, and then another one from a hygienist that does a lot of these fun dance videos as well and informs people about dentistry. All right, so again, fun, but also informative. What are some of the obstacles of doing these videos that we hear from dentists all the time is we can't think of clever video ideas. We don't have time to make these videos. I can't get my doctor or team on board. That's where we can help you at My Social Practice. We create a schedule for you. We give you all the ideas so you don't have to try to figure out how to do this, and we help you get the doctor and team on board. We'll actually send you a box like this every other month full of ideas and signs and things you can use in your videos and in your photos. And now we're even giving you TikTok and Reel video ideas. We're instructing you how to do it. We're giving you scripts if you need an actual script and you need to write things down of what to say in the videos so that you can take advantage of this popular content. And then we have a member site that actually we create training videos to show you step by step of how to make each one of these fun trending videos. And we stay on top of the trends too. So if something is popular, we'll show you how to do those popular videos. We have a free ebook right now too. If you'd like to download this, you can go to mysocialpractice.com/free. This is an ebook about TikTok and Instagram Reels. Feel free to download that if you'd just like to learn more. If you want to contact me directly, you can email me at blake@mysocialpractice.com or visit us at mysocialpractice.com or call us directly at that phone number. So that's my presentation. I went a little bit longer, but the rest of the presentation, or the rest of our webinar, we're going to be talking to Dr. Julie Davis. So Dr. Davis, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, let me stop sharing my screen here. All right. Great. Well, welcome, Dr. Davis. You just saw a bunch of videos of her. And so you know her face, and I was telling her before, she's kind of a celebrity at My Social Practice. We all watch her videos all the time and see what she's doing, and we use her as an example of some great things that practices should be doing right now. So I'm honored to be able to talk to you, Dr. Davis.
Thanks so much for having me. I was excited to join in. This is really, I'm excited to talk about the TikToks and Reels, which I enjoy making. So
you can tell that you enjoy making them. So you've grown your following, Dr. Davis, to 175,000 followers. That's kind of total over TikTok and Instagram. A lot of people are even calling you the TikTok dentist now. So why did you decide to start making these videos in the first place? Tell us the story of how this all started.
So I started really making videos during my office's closure for COVID, which was last March, April, and May. And what kind of led up to that was any marketing CE course I took, including yours, would talk about how important video is, video, just like you were just talking about. And I had it on my list of things to do. I need to put some effort in and make some videos. And the other thing I kept hearing is TikTok is the new platform. You should consider TikTok. And I heard it over and over, and having some time off, which wasn't really off because we were doing tons of CE to figure out how to open, but I wasn't seeing patients. So I had some time to figure it out. And I ended up making my first TikTok video in April of 2020.
It's crazy how during the pandemic, it kind of forced a lot of dentists to think differently about their marketing strategy, and what more could you do to, build relationships, or how can you connect with these patients that you're not seeing anymore? And so, yeah, we saw a lot of dentists join TikTok at that time and start making videos with their families, because their kids they already knew what TikTok was. And so they were starting to make dance videos with their kids and stuff like that. So yeah, and as you saw from the numbers, it just skyrocketed as the amount of downloads during the pandemic. So well, that's really cool. So we saw some of your video ideas, and you do a lot of different types of videos. How do you come up with these creative ideas?
So most of my content ideas come from whatever is going on in my life, which is why so many of my videos right now talk about toddler dental things. My daughter's almost 2, so there's a lot of toothbrushing and teething, and every time I think of something or we get something new to try, I actually have a list in my phone, and I just write down like, oh, Kate loved this toothbrush, or tried flossing for the first time, at what age. And then the other thing I add to the list is when a patient asks me a question in the office that I think like, I didn't realize they'd be interested in knowing that. I'll just write it down in this running list I have. So then when I need a content idea, I just go there and I use it to come up with, a simple video. And it can be as simple as like, which toothpaste should I use? I think so many people want to use whitening toothpaste. So I found a really popular topic is just talking about why we should use maybe Sensodyne or something a little bit less abrasive. And as a dentist, you might feel like, that's like, people know that they should use a soft bristle toothbrush and Sensodyne toothpaste. And really patients want to hear that from you in the form of video. And it kind of works from my list. And then I watch other people's stuff too to get ideas of what's taking off.
So you take kind of a question that you hear all the time that people want to know, and then you go to TikTok, you see how people are executing things creatively, and you kind of combine them together, sort of thing, right?
Right. So sometimes I come up with an idea and then I choose a song to add it to, or sometimes I see a video that I like and I find a topic to go along with it. So it could go either way.
Okay, so you might see a video and you could say, oh, instead of using that object, I could use a toothbrush in place and change it a little bit to apply it.
Right. Or that dance was really easy, I can do that one.
Yeah.
And if it has like 4 jumps in it, I'll pick something that has 4 comments I can make, and then I'll use that.
Yep, I love it. It's funny with I have a background in creative advertising, and it's okay to copy great ideas, creative ideas. Don't feel like you have to come up with original ideas. Most great ideas are derives from something else that was creative. So just copy genius, right? And just create your own little version of it. I think that's a great way to do it. So how much time a week would you say it takes you to come up with some of these ideas, record them, and then post them, and then kind of monitor it?
That's a really good question. I think it depends on how much time I have, really. I find that with a 2-year-old, it can become really hard. So on my administrative day, if I've caught up on most of my office work that's more pertinent, I will maybe dedicate a day to marketing, and I'll record like several dances, or I have like kind of a pile of products I want to try, and I'll record a bunch of stuff on the same day, and then I can edit it later. Editing one video probably now takes me maybe 30 minutes, maybe less, maybe more, depending on how creative I'm feeling. But it is a time commitment, but it seems worth it. It really, it keeps my office really busy. We get a lot of new patients from, social media traffic.
Yeah, I know you're super busy, and as we've been talking the last couple weeks, and I know your schedule is really busy, and that's so awesome. And to be able to schedule out these videos too. That's probably the most important thing, is to, say, I'm going to dedicate this day to marketing and set that time apart, and then get these videos done. And it's important to have a good schedule. So I've seen on Instagram, I've seen that you have a personal account that's Julie Davis DDS, at Julie Davis DDS. This is on Instagram. And on TikTok, you have a personal one, right? And you have your practice account, which is at Park Ridge Dentist. Why have you decided to kind of create this personal account, this personal brand, and not just post all of your videos on the Park Ridge accounts?
It took me a while to decide that, actually. So first, when I first made a TikTok back in April of 2020, it was under at Park Ridge Dentist, which is my office's Instagram, and I didn't have a personal. And the videos were doing really well, and I would post them to my office's Instagram. But the purpose of my office's Instagram is to show our culture, to show procedures that we do, before and afters, or reviews from patients. And when I started posting the dental tips, like the silly dancing videos, they didn't seem as professional. Maybe that might be the wrong word, but it was just kind of changing the way that the page presented my office. And I had seen some other, like an eye doctor that I followed, and another dentist had both. Like there was a practice, page and a personal page. So then I just renamed the TikTok page to my personal name, Julie Davis DDS, and started this Julie Davis DDS on Instagram. And I have it on Facebook, but it hasn't really taken off there because I'm not really focused on Facebook anymore. And my goal with Julie Davis DDS is more dental tips and getting to know me. Patients feel like they can talk to me directly. And I often repost my personal stuff to my dental office's story. So my patients, most people who follow my office are are patients of the 3 doctors at my office. And I'll repost my short videos to our story there so they can see them. And then I have a lot more followers on my personal page, I think, because it's tips and tricks and things like that. So it's a little bit more broad.
Yeah, it's kind of a different strategy for each one of the accounts. And so I talk to practices about this all the time, because they say, hey, should I start my own personal brand? It probably takes, do you manage your practice's social media as well? Yeah. So being able to manage 2 accounts is a lot more work, I'm sure, to be able to think about, hey, what am I going to post here? What am I going to post personally? Trying to build an audience personally. A lot of dentists do like to build a personal brand on social media. And a lot of times when you build a personal brand, it's more of a broad audience, people across the world. I know you showed me some of your stats, Julie. You have people across the world that are following you on TikTok, where that doesn't really help necessarily your specific practice, right? Where you have a more of a strategy for a local geographic audience, right? It might help your clout, and as you get more people following you across the country, it could help your rankings in Google. It can help in a lot of different ways. To just, when people see Julie, they're like, wow, a lot of people like Julie's account. She must be popular. She must be a great dentist. Oh, where does she work? And so connecting those 2, your personal and your professional, is a great way to do it. A little different strategy, but and more work. But if you feel like that's something you want to do, I think that's good. So
yeah, it's working. It was working for me, especially during the time we had off. And then my personal account seemed to take off. So I was enjoying doing it, but I definitely think eventually I would have somebody probably manage my office's account, because it's really just pictures at the office. Like most of the personal stuff I'm taping at home. So eventually I'll probably split that up. But it's definitely worth the time, but unfortunately it does take time.
Yeah, that's a good way to, I recommend that too. Yeah. Assign someone in your practice to do your office's page if you have a personal page. focus on personal things on your page and then practice things on your other page. Great. What have you seen? What type of videos that you make perform the best? Which ones reach more people? Which ones get more engagement? What have you seen?
I definitely notice if my daughter's in the video, they go much better. Like even I've done a few review videos where she just wouldn't leave me alone. So I just hold her while I'm like brushing my teeth or something. And it just, I don't know, people like to see babies, I guess. So that's one thing I notice. But it's really interesting that videos engagement might be different on TikTok and Instagram. So my most popular video on TikTok was a pacifier weaning video that got 7.8 million views on TikTok, which I was like, this is crazy. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. That's a lot of people. But then it only had like 30,000, I think I wrote this down, 30,000 views on Instagram. And I was like, that's so weird. Why, but I think it's just a different demographic. And then a video I thought would do really well on TikTok was a video on why I don't support webinar pacifiers. And it had 300,000, 300K views on TikTok, but it received 1 million views on Instagram. So it's really been interesting to see, like, I use the same video on both. I used to edit on each app, but it was just a waste of time. I don't have that much time, so I'll make one video and use it on both. But I think one important thing on engagement would be that I edit almost everything in TikTok because it's easier for me. I understand the editing tools better, but you have to remove those videos from TikTok without the TikTok watermark. And over the last year, I've had to change my strategy on how to do that a few times because TikTok, I think, tries to block that. So, but I do, right now I'm using an app called Tock. So you just copy the video out of the app and then you can upload it to Instagram as a reel without anything saying TikTok on it. So I just use the exact same video. And I notice I do get better engagement on Instagram without any watermarks. For sure.
Yeah, that was one of the suggestions on the do's and don'ts, is they say don't put the TikTok watermark when you post to Reel. So how do you do that, Julie, exactly? You download it you just download it from TikTok?
Yeah, I can show you. I have my phone here. So if you're on the TikTok app, it looks like this. I'm going to go to my videos, and let's say I wanted to move. Let's see if I can get you a better view here. Let's say I wanted to move this video. So I'm going to open it up, and you press on these 3 little dots right here. And then the first tab right here is copy link. So you just click that and it copies the link for you. And then I go to my apps, and there's this app called Tock. And you click Save Tock on here, and it will save it to your phone photos area. And then you can put it onto TikTok from there, just like you would a picture. Onto Instagram from there, just like you would a picture.
Oh, nice. It's called Save Tock.
Yes. And I found it because one thing I do is I follow a couple of marketing people on TikTok, and they'll give tips like that. Because you used to be able to move videos out of TikTok a lot easier, but they kind of blocked it recently. I do also notice you'll get more engagement if you're just starting a TikTok. You might want to start the TikToks and make maybe 7 or 8 videos so you can post 1 per day. Don't post them right away. But when I post more often, I get a lot more engagement. At this point, I just don't have the time. So I'm posting maybe once or twice a week, but my videos aren't doing as well. And I think it has to do with the activity on my account. TikTok favors people who spend time on TikTok.
Yeah, it's funny. Both Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok favor consistency because they want you to post a lot of content. So when you post a lot of content consistently, it pushes it more.
Yeah, it's just not necessarily realistic. But if you're about to start a TikTok, you could, prep a bunch and then be able to post, back to back.
Yeah. It's interesting how you say the same content on Instagram maybe doesn't perform as well. And it's because of Instagram's algorithm. The way that they push out content is a lot more strict and there's a lot more competition on ads on Instagram. So your content just doesn't get seen, doesn't get pushed out as much on Instagram, where TikTok is a little bit more organic in its reach. And it seems like a lot more people are viewing things on TikTok, at least for now, until TikTok starts really getting some ad money in there. And I know they're doing a little bit of that right now, but
Yeah, I think Instagram is really favoring reels, like you're saying too. So
yeah, they are.
it's been interesting to watch that. I don't honestly post photos that often on my Julie Davis DDS because they just don't do that well.
Yeah, they're favoring video and reels even more now over photos. So how would you, Julie, could you show us just a really simple TikTok for those that have never made a TikTok? What's a really simple one that they can make, and how would you do that?
So I thought about this beforehand because I think people are intimidated by the dancing, but you definitely, like, you don't have to dance to be on TikTok. I think it's funny and I like it. But I have had people say I don't have the guts to do that. And I'm like, you don't have to. So if you wanted to just do a video, let's say on your favorite toothpaste, mine is Sensodyne Fresh Mint. This is what I recommend all the time to patients. You could just, I would record outside of the TikTok app, just on your iPhone or your cell phone. And, you just hold it and smile and maybe push it towards the camera, bring it back, and, plan out 3 things or 4 things you might want to say about the toothpaste. So I pre-planned 3 things. It's gentle for your teeth, it reduces decay, and it reduces cold sensitivity. So I might smile, push it towards the camera, bring it back, and then point to 1, 2, 3, and then end on a smile, maybe give a thumbs up or something. So I pre-recorded that so I could show everyone. So I'm going back in the TikTok app, and you press this plus button at the bottom. There's an upload button at the bottom right. You find the video you just recorded. So you can see me like turning on the record and everything. So I need to edit this so that it won't have the me turning on and off the camera, which I pre-did for us. So the video is edited. It show me turning on and off the camera. Maybe the first thing I'd want to say is your dentist's favorite toothpaste to title the video. So you just press text, type that in, your dentist's favorite toothpaste. My brand, I always use blue, so I'm gonna change it to blue and just have it right here. And then you would just continue to do that and change the timing with the 3. I would put a word right there, a word right there, and a word right there, and then I would end the video.
I love that. Like, that's such an easy idea, and it's so much more interesting than just, the other way to do it, right? You just create a graphic and you say, yeah.
Or take a picture like this and
Yeah.
action. But yeah, I think it's easiest to plan the content beforehand when you're starting. And I knew I had 3 things to say, so point to 3 things and add the words over the top.
I love it. It's super easy, simple idea, and you could do a ton of different things.
Yeah,
with, favorite floss, yeah, anything. It's little ideas like that.
Or even just say like, what toothbrush should you use like this in a video, and then like hold one up. It doesn't have to be hard. Patients want to know the simplest things. It's really what I've realized. You don't have to think of like crazy ideas.
Yeah, and just simple little movements. And if you don't want to be the person in the video, get someone on your team that can just smile and move the toothpaste back and forth and take little videos.
When my team sees me walking down the hall with my phone, they all hide.
They're like, don't ask.
They're like, hi, I'm here today.
That's great. So what have you seen? You've been doing this for a while now, well, for about a year now. What have you seen the biggest benefit to your office, to you, to your practice? What's been the biggest benefit of all this?
Probably. So our new patients have increased, and there could be so many sources for that, but my whole team has actually noticed people are commenting on our social media since I really started heavily focusing on video. I used it a lot to communicate what we were doing for the pandemic and how we were handling the changes in our office and sterilization. And there were tons of patients. They tell our hygienists a lot, like, oh, I saw Dr. Davis said you guys fog your office. What does that mean? So it just seems to have, I really don't know if I get patients from TikTok or even my personal Instagram account. But what I think it does is people see me, then they go to my TikTok or they go to our website. And from there, my website gets ranked higher, and somebody in my town looking for a dentist will find my website easier. I think that's what's going on. And it seems, it seems to be great. We have the most new patients we've ever had in a month in a long time back in September, and it was over 60. And now we're consistently getting between 40 and 50. Before the pandemic, we were still high. We were between 30 and 40, but we've increased about 10 per month, I would say. Wow,
that's awesome. Yeah, and for a lot of practices that are thinking about doing this, just know that it takes a little bit of time too. You have to kind of go through a little bit of maybe nobody really seeing your video, and then you get a little bit more views and a little bit more, and maybe people aren't necessarily liking the photo, but you're getting people to see it. And that's something that a lot of practices forget about. And you kind of commented on, people are seeing your videos and they're asking you about it when they come into your office. You're staying top of mind. And when their friends ask them about a dentist, they're going to think about you. You're going to be top of mind always as they see your videos online. And
I think it's helped us seem relatable, and even the other dentists, my partner's my mom actually, and so a lot of her patients who have known her so long talk about me and how they are so excited about what I'm doing. And I'll say one of the reservations I had and why I split up the two accounts was I was worried about my credibility, like dancing and things. And my husband even said, like, I don't know if you should do that. So for a while I wasn't putting any of it on Instagram because I was worried about how it would look. And I still don't put everything I make on TikTok onto Instagram because it's just a different platform. But I would say that people don't really have to worry about that. We're all silly at heart, and patients actually love it. And I have case acceptance is great. I haven't had anybody not come to me because I did a dance, as far as I know anyway.
That is a perception. We hear that a lot. I'm a dentist. I should be professional. I shouldn't be dancing. I should keep things a certain way. And while that is true to some extent, people go to social media because they want to be entertained, right? They want to see fun things. They want to see your personality. They want to see the culture, and everybody's kind of fun and weird and likes to do things like that, right? Everybody has that in them. So it's okay to have a little bit of fun on your accounts. And I think that's a good point, Julie. Well, thank you so much. We're running out of time here, and let me see if anybody has any questions. Please feel free to chat those in. If you have any questions for Dr. Davis or myself, we'd love to address any of those questions. Dr. Davis has been a client of my social practice for a while now, and it's just been fun to watch her and to see her grow and have success and use some of our tools and create her own ideas off of our ideas, and it's been fun to see her grow. Let's see, we have a question here. How did you learn all the buttons to edit on TikTok?
Yeah, my first video took a long time to edit. I think it was just like trial and error. But I would say it's a lot easier than learning how to edit an Instagram reel. Instagram reels, adding the words over the top, it's harder to do. So it's just trial and error, and expect the first one to take a long time, but I promise it gets easier.
Yeah, I know at first it's kind of intimidating, but try it out. From most of the doctors I've talked to, they say, yeah, it was kind of hard at first, a little bit of learning curve, but then I got used to it. Here's a question. How do you plan on your reels or TikTok? Or how do you plan on your reels or TikTok? How do you come up with subjects? You plan in advance and write it down, or just go with the flow?
Both. If I come up with a really good idea, I'll make a video right away, but I have that running list of ideas in my phone. So I have a goal to post at least once a week. I try for 2. And so a lot of times I end up doing it at night after my daughter is asleep, actually. So I have like saved video in my phone, and I have them categorized as marketing topics, and I just go to those and choose one.
Yeah, that's the best time for me too, after my kids are asleep, to get anything done.
I wish I was sleeping, but I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Really, I think I get it. It's helping our practice, so it's worth it.
Yeah, for sure. Another question, how many posts per week should you do to be consistent? You kind of mentioned that you try to do 1 to 2. Is that kind of what you've seen? If you can do 1 to 2 a week, maybe does that keep your numbers up a little bit?
I think really probably in the beginning you have to do more than that, but now you just don't know what's gonna engage well, like which videos are gonna really hit and take off. So the more often you post, the better. But yes, I think 1 to 2 videos or 1 to 2 posts a week seems to be okay for me now, but I don't think my account would have grown as fast because in the beginning I just had more time. So I was posting, 4 or 5 times a week.
Oh, nice. All right. Are there any, they're asking, which marketing CE did you take, or what handles do you follow? You mentioned some of the handles that you follow that you like. Maybe
good question. I don't know their handles, but I can get those hopefully quickly. I actually took during the closure, my social practice had several CEs that I watched about, like, what we should be telling our patients, how we should be referring to the pandemic, because it was such a weird time. Everyone was so nervous. So you guys made something free. I forget what it was, but it was like a bunch of like mini TED Talk type.
Yeah, it's if you go to DDMC, Yeah, ddmclive.com, you can watch. We had during the pandemic, we did kind of TED style talks. We got the top marketers in the dental industry to talk about digital marketing, and so you can watch those.
I watched those, but it's just whenever one comes up that looks interesting, I'll try and watch. So nothing really specific, except I've been a client of my social practice for a long time, because I do feel like they're very current. You guys keep current and have good feedback. And I'm trying to look for some handles here, but I don't know them off the top of my head, unfortunately.
We can include that. We're going to send out a email after with the recording.
Sure.
And if you think of those, just send those to me, Dr. Davis, and I can include those in the email.
Absolutely.
All right. I think that's all the questions we have. Natalie, if you're still on.
We have a couple more in the chat, actually.
Oh,
if you guys have time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a couple more. Do you need to upload a TikTok before you use the Save Talk app? Upload it to TikTok?
Do you need to upload to TikTok?
Like, do you need to actually post it to TikTok?
Yes.
Okay.
So sometimes if I want to make something for Instagram that I'm not going to post on TikTok, I will make the video private, so nobody sees it but me, and then I can remove it from TikTok and put it on Instagram Reels. I have done that a few times.
Okay. If we ask multiple staff or individuals to create content for the practice TikTok account, what is the best way for them to share it with us and or edit in their own personal TikTok account?
I would say they would edit in their TikTok account and make the video private, so they don't have to post it to their page, but they will have to post it. And then they would use that Save Talk app to pull it out of TikTok to send it to the doctor or whoever posts to the office page. and then you can upload that video. Then when you upload it, you do have to find the song that they used and add that song, and then open up the new video and turn the sound down. So in the sound section, you turn the original sound down to use the song on TikTok, so you can make sure your video is attached to a song.
Okay, and I think that might answer our last question is how do you get around using copyrighted music on a business account page for Instagram?
Yeah, there are some songs that you can't use, but I actually have a creator account on both Instagram and TikTok. So
Is that a certain amount of followers to have a creator account, or how does that work?
I don't know. It might be 10,000 followers. I'm not sure. But
Okay.
I think you can have a creator account. I think you choose. Or no, it is 10,000 followers because that's when you can join the creator fund.
Oh, okay. So you have to have a certain amount to be able to use certain songs. Is that right?
I don't remember the answer. I'm not sure on that.
I think the good news with this question is that Instagram is trying to keep up with TikTok, and they do have their own way to find songs and music. So Instagram is working on making sure that music is available. So
Yeah.
hopefully it'll just continue to get better as Instagram gets better at that.
And honestly, I don't really worry about this attaching to a song on Instagram like I do on TikTok. It doesn't seem to help engagement. So I will just use the song onto Instagram Reels, and then it will say like original music from, Julie Davis DDS. So don't worry too much about finding the song on Instagram because I can almost never find the song and attach it. So I just stopped worrying about it because Instagram's a little bit behind on allowing the music, it seems, or something. I'm not sure.
I guess there could be a chance maybe that if you're uploading your own music, that Instagram would either maybe not show it to as many people if it's not one of their authorized songs or something, right? Because
I haven't noticed that though. My videos are still performing really well. I have noticed that if Instagram recognizes the song, it will tag it.
Oh, well, okay.
Mm-hmm. But if it doesn't recognize the song, it'll just say original soundtrack from Julie Davis DDS, and I'm still getting like at least over 1,000 on every reel I post.
Well, yeah, I think, we aren't lawyers, so, as far as copyright law goes, but I think probably the safest thing to do would be use the music that's already in TikTok or already in Instagram, and if you won't get in trouble, it would be TikTok or Instagram that would get in trouble because you're using one of the songs that they have in their library, right? I guess there could be, it sounds like it's not really affecting Dr. Davis's account. There could be a consequence. Again, we're not lawyers if you upload your own song and they don't have permission, but it sounds like they're allowing you to do it, at least for now. I know YouTube, for example, if you upload your own song, they'll take down your video if it's a copyrighted song, but it sounds like Instagram doesn't do that yet.
No, I haven't had that happen.
Yeah. Natalie, any more questions?
No, I think that's it for tonight. Thank you so much, Blake and Dr. Davis. I think we all have gotten a lot of great takeaways from you both and action items used in our own practices. I know a lot of dentists especially are overwhelmed with the concept of video and TikTok and short form video. So this has been very helpful. So thank you both. And then also, I think, Blake may have mentioned this, but please, if you have any questions, send us an email, visit our website, mysocialpractice.com. You can contact us there. We're here to help answer any questions that you have. And I think that is it for tonight.
Thank you so much, Dr. Davis, for taking your time. I know you're super busy, and with your beautiful little daughter, I know you got a lot going on. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me. It was really fun. I'm glad we could do this.
All right, thanks. We'll see everyone. Thanks, Natalie.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.